go. That's all the time. Oops, next time I should take the lens cap off. Just a joke.
Just a joke. See?
All right. So coming to the end. And basically this is your time to talk to the citizens, to talk to the mayor, or anybody who's going to watch it, and just let them know what your plans are for Converse, to make life better, to bless us all.
Hello, my name is Deborah James, and I'm running for council, City Council, Place 6. I was a former councilwoman. I was on Place 3. My position came up. I decided to run for mayor, and I did not win the race. So now I've decided to come back. People come to my door and talk to me and say, Deborah, we need this and need that. Well, I've been helping people since I've been off council. I go to the city and speak for them when they need a sidewalk, whatever. And so I had people knocking on my door saying, we'd like you to go back on council. The reason why I'm going back on council is because I'm already doing things for people. So why not be the voice up there for the citizens of Converse? Not myself, but for the citizens. When I get up there, I speak for the citizens, because you know, citizens, this is our city. It's mine, yours, your children, your husband, your cousins, your brother, your aunt, your uncle. It all belongs to us. I think I need to be up there because I'm known as the lady that speaks her mind and speaks the truth. When I was on council, I voted for things. When I said yes, I voted yes all the way across the board. People knew when I stood on a conviction, I stood on it firmly. And I think that's what the citizens need, is to put me back for Place 6 so I can be your voice and I can speak on what happens in this city and what happens with the tax-paying money that all of us as citizens of Converse pay out. And I think that the citizens need to have a voice. Someone that's strong enough and willing to stand up for what she believes in or he believes in and stand by their convictions. And that is what I do, City of Converse. All you citizens, I stand by. If you know me, a lot of you know me, I stand by my convictions. I speak the truth, and I will stand on the truth. I will not falter from my decision. I will stand on my decision, even if it's good, bad, or indifferent. And a lot of you may not agree with what I do, but I do stand up for what I believe in for the citizens. And I believe in this city. I love this city wholeheartedly with all my heart. And I know what it can be with just help and guidance and people that are willing to stand up and speak for what is right. I am that person. Please come out and vote. Early voting is October 24th through November the 4th. And the election date is November the 8th. Please come out and cast your vote for me. I will be that voice once more again that I feel you need. Thank you, citizens of Converse. I appreciate your time.
Great pleasure to present this video to you all. Your stories.
Community media, from my point of view, is organic.
It's power.
Public access to me gives me an opportunity to get my word out to the larger community of the town that I can't get to on my own.
This is good programming. This is what people say, well, how come they don't ever write anything good in the news, right? This is the good news.
What we're doing is critical, it's important. We have to stay energized and motivated to do this work in our community, but understand that our real mission is to hold up our part as we encourage others to hold up their part around the planet.
So I was 14, I joined SPNN, Set It Up program, which is an after-school program.
created our own TV show that was put out in the public, and I went along, did that till I graduated high school. Currently, I work with Youth Prize. I'm their youth storyteller. I create all their media and content having to do with like telling stories.
It seems like there's been an incessant attack on black leaders and on black interests. And we believe we have a right and a duty to respond. Too often we are encouraged to think of ourselves as insignificant and as meaningless.
Getting involved in a way is telling the world no. And we need more people to say no.
People in neighborhoods can now do what only corporations could do a generation ago.
I'm here, live, from the mud pit.
Disability Viewpoints can cover disability issues at a little longer length, which the local news hasn't been able to do.
I wanted to share all the wonderful things that life has given to me. I thought, what better way to give back to humanity than to just share from the heart.
Conscious programming to me feels like where we want to go as human beings, where we want to feel alive.
It gives me an opportunity to talk about theater, the arts, writing, directing.
Because it's us, you know, it's the community stepping up and grasping onto their own show.
I connect my culture by myself, but Olelo provide a facility for me.
And that gave me the opportunity to go out in the field and actually use the equipment and get more hands-on experience with it.
If it wasn't for that, you know, I wouldn't be where I am doing what I'm doing today.
Not only did people come up to me and say, I saw you on TV talking about your organization, they asked about it.
And that's how I learned the value of being a producer, because you touched one life. And a family that was sitting there, brought them together at that time. I really enjoyed them.
This station broadcasts a lot of different things.
Olelo is unique in that it is offered to everyone who lives on this island.
What my ancestors and my kupuna and my parents and family have done, I get to do it in my own way. Growing up, they've instilled a sense of deep responsibility as being able to keep the stories alive.
Without this opportunity, we might lose it one day.
It gives us an avenue in which we can be heard and also be seen.
And I think public access allows that.
It's given me a chance that I wouldn't have had at the bigger markets or the bigger studios.
It's a powerful mechanism that actually makes people think about things. There's news shows, there's entertainment, there's dialogue, there's debate, and that's all healthy. And I think public access gives that opportunity to everyone. I think without it, we'd be less fulfilled, I think, as a community.
Technology affords collaboration that is global and local, and it's accessible. And I think our mission has to be to continue to ensure that this technology remains in the hands of as many people as possible on planet Earth.
That's us, you guys. That's the us. That's us. We can do this. We can grow. We need your support. We thank you. The Alliance Board thanks you. Say one more thing. That young man up there, African-American man named Dontori, Mickey Bees, who's in the back of the room on my staff, took his shot his interview. That young man won a $60,000 scholarship from Adobe making a video that he made at our center. That's the power. That is the power. Thanks for your support.
3 years, a high degree of involvement.
Here's from the last page of today's Catholic, September 2nd, 2016. Under the death column. John Igo leaves far-reaching legacy. By Carol Boss, Soa, today's Catholic. His master said to him, Well done, my good and faithful servant. Matthew 25:21. San Antonio. John Igo, a man who loved words and people, passed away on August 9th at the age of 89, leaving behind an enduring legacy as an educator, writer, artist, theatrical producer, critic, civic leader, mentor, and friend. Born on May 29, 1927, to John N. Igo and Anna Stella Wooler, he grew up on ranch land owned by his family in the Helotes area of northwest Bexar County. His Bavarian stonemason ancestors settled the land in the mid-19th century, and Igo continued to live in his family's Waller Road home until later years necessitated moving to a retirement facility. The John Igo branch of the San Antonio Public Library, named in his honor, is a short distance from where he once lived. In retirement, he volunteered there, doing whatever was needed and greeting visitors at the door. A lifelong Catholic, his mother's family helped build St. Joseph downtown and St. Henry churches in San Antonio and Our Lady of Guadalupe Church in Helotes. Igo attended the old Lock Hill School and went on to graduate from Edison High School. He received his bachelor's and master's degrees from Trinity University, which he attended on scholarship, and began his career there as a librarian and English instructor. In 1953, he commenced a 47-year career teaching English at San Antonio College and became sponsor of the Campus Newman Club, a post he held for 25 years. In 2005, interview with Today's Catholic, Igo noted the importance of the Newman Club and SAC's Catholic Student Union, Catholic Student Center, to the young Catholics who found themselves adrift at a secular college. It's a very dangerous age, 18 through 22, for Catholics, he said. We Catholics lost a lot of people in those days. They would try other things or just give it all up and become agnostic or atheist or just nothing. As Newman Club sponsor, he spoke at a Sierra Club meeting, informing his audience that around 6,000 students, more than half the student body at SAC, were Catholic. This was more than the number of families at many parish churches, he said, yet they were served by only one chaplain for a few hours weekly. Igo did not mince words about the need for the church to provide spiritual support for these young men and women, telling the gathering that if action was not taken, you were going to be responsible for their spiritual condition. Within a year, there was a Catholic Student Center on campus. Igo was later awarded the Archbishop's Medal for Service to Young by Archbishop Francis J. Frury in San Fernando Cathedral, not only for dedication to the SAC Catholic Student Center and Newman Club, but for his 20 years as a CCD teacher at Our Lady of Guadalupe in Helotes and his 15 years as lector at the 9:30 a.m. Mass there. Other teaching awards included the Piper Professor of the Year Award, the SAC Teaching Excellence Award, and the National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development Teaching Excellence Award. He also taught at the University of the Incarnate Word, St. Mary's Hall, and was an instructor for a special class in poetry for deaf adults at SAC. In recent years, he volunteered his teaching skills to tutor children with learning disabilities. A producer and director of plays, as well as an award-winning playwright and sometimes actor, Igo was founding producer-director of Renegade Theater locally and volunteer manager of the San Antonio Public Library Theater Archives for 20 years. He served as a drama critic for several San Antonio publications and KLRN TV and was a well-known broadcast personality in the field of poetry,